What's up, guys? It's Weedle with Weedle's Warehouse. Welcome back. It's been a minute since I posted a video to YouTube. Looking to change that and hopefully give you guys a little bit better of an idea of what I've got going on my side of the hobby. So I'm back today with a little video showing you what I've got going on with this recent collection pickup I just purchased last week. Pretty awesome, pretty big collection, almost 3,100 cards that I got from it. So we're going to take a look at some of the cards from this collection. And I don't know, just chat, talk shop, talk collecting, talk cards. Give you guys just a little update on what I've got going on over here at Weedle's Warehouse. Started streaming on eBayLive back in June of 2023. So that's what's been keeping me busy. Very, very busy as of lately. Everything that is involved with the live streaming and everything afterwards, after selling quite a bit of cards, shipping everything out. I mean, it's taken up pretty much all of my days to get everything ready for the streams, to list on my standard eBay marketplace store, and the following day to get everything shipped and out the door. So yeah, I'm gonna try and like record some of it along the way, just to give you guys like a look into the day-to-day routine from my eBayLive and from my trading card business in general. Now that I'm doing this full time, might as well start documenting the journey along the way. But yeah, the primarily focus on today's video is to just give you guys a little look into what I just picked up with this collection purchase. So I'll go ahead and pull up this. I've got my chill cam and then the shield cam. Not that one, this one. So yep, let's have a look. Let's have a gander at some of the cards picked up from this collection last week. I picked it up from a seller that was about probably a little over an hour away from me, down in South Florida. Of course, I'm out of Tampa, Florida, but this guy was down in Sarasota. But the way I found out about it was shout out Jake Pokenomics. He reached out and seeing if I wanted to help middleman it. I know the seller didn't want to ship everything, all 3,100 cards. Kind of nervous about shipping everything, so Jake reached out to see if I would want to like middleman it, go and take care of some of the legwork involved. And then yeah, I told him absolutely I would. And somewhere along the lines, the deal ended up falling through with Jake and the seller. So Jake called me back and just said, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pass on it, but if you want to take it, go for it. And so I did. I reached out to the seller and ended up meeting him the next day. Had a gander at the cards like we're doing right here, and was like, yes sir, I'm your guy. I'll take them. And haven't had a chance even to go through all of it as of yet. So I need to go through, organize all of it. A lot of it's just like some, I don't know, reverse hollows from 2008, like Diamond Pearl era. But there's also, so ooh, there's Lugia, my guy. Nice. Also got some E series. It's pretty much all over the place. Got some early Nintendo EXs. Good stuff though. All just really I mean, it's pretty much, it's what I call streamer fuel. Wide variety of conditions as well, like we see here with the Snorlax. You might have like a creased one like this, but then you also have got some minty cards going on in here as well. Man, awesome Harada artwork on that Pidgey. A lot of just incredible cards coming out of this collect. Oh, awesome Harada artwork on the Raichu. Wow, man. Kusajima with the Pinsir. Jeez. Awesome cards, man. I just been having a blast just going through them. Some people don't really like the very nice Exeggutor Kamiya artwork right there. Some people don't really like sorting it through cards, organizing them. I don't know. There's something therapeutic about it that I find. So loving having the opportunity to go through all these bad boys and actually running them via auction as well with the live streams. So I started selling some of them, probably about 60, I think it's like 64 that I've sold so far, and I have been keeping track of all the sales, so I'll document the name of the card, what the card sold for via eBayLive, and I'm keeping a spreadsheet, so I'm going to keep making content just to to show you what I got going on, and I feel like it'll be a good tool just to show you how useful it can be to acquire when you're picking up inventory, to acquire collections like this. Of course, I say it like I've done it before, but I haven't. This is the first time, but I've always wanted to. I've always wanted to pick up a collection like this for the purpose of both reselling and then also adding some to my collection, like that Lugia we just saw there. I'll probably add that to my Lugia binder. Of course, you guys know that I do keep a PC, a personal collection. Love to collect Lugia and Pikachu. Those are my two main collecting Pokemon. So I'll probably pull out some cards if I see them from this collection, add them to mine, and we'll sell the rest. Make up for the purchase of those cards, maybe a little bit more. And I'll keep documenting it along the way just to give you guys a an update of what's going on. But yeah, so 64 cards sold so far, and what I calculated was, I think it ended up being, so that's 2% of the entire collection, and I've actually already recouped almost 14% of the cost of what it cost me. So I consider that to be pretty awesome, pretty good. So you get to just run it on live stream, all of them starting at $1. You don't really have to take the time to go through and with all the listing details, all the pain in the butt that comes with listing stuff on eBay, especially if you're going to try and do 3,100 cards at it individually, get pictures for each one, condition each one, get all the item specifics uploaded for each one. Just doesn't really, I mean, if I were to do that, that would take a lot of time. So it definitely helps being a live seller, picking up a collection like this, being able to run them all starting at $1. You can get through sales a lot quicker, a lot more efficient, and it's a lot more fun. You get to hang out with the crew, some of your regulars that attend your live streams, and just kind of nerd out on the cards, show them what you got, what you just picked up in the collection, and then find out which of them are interested in picking it up. So that's what we've been doing. It's only been 2 streams so far, but it's been very well received. A lot of people excited to take a look at what else we got going on in this collection. So that's another reason why I'm here today, just showing you guys. If you do see anything that you are interested, be sure to join us on weeknights starting at 10 p.m. on the eBayLive app. If you guys are even aware that eBayLive had its own platform, they do, and it's awesome. So if you access that eBay app from your phone, you can see the eBayLive tab from the home screen. You just tap on that eBayLive tab and you'll see our streams will start at 10 p.m. Eastern on weekdays. But there's not a whole lot of Pokemon sellers on there right now. But the biggest, I think, or the most, I should say, the most prevalent, the ones that stream the most would be myself, and then also OSP. Shout out Old School Pokemon. Me and Nick have been doing this since about June. I started in June of 2023, and then I think Nick actually started a few weeks before myself. But it's been a lot of fun. It's really it changed the direction that I was going with my business model. Just the grind of like picking up raw singles, grading them, listing them on eBay. And yeah, so I kind of pivoted the whole business model. Of course, I still do that with my standard eBay marketplace store, but now I also have the opportunity to run some of these singles and the graded cards with the eBay live streams as well. So added layer of efficiency, a huge added layer of liquidity, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun just hanging out with the crew, the regulars that come into the live streams and hang out, rip packs on a regular basis. So that's normally what happens. We'll start each stream with the with auctions starting at $1, and then after the auctions for single cards and graded cards, we'll get into pack rips. So I have distribution access with a couple distributors for English Pokemon and then Japanese as well. Not necessarily a distributor, but it's more like a middleman slash broker on the Japanese end. But I get a lot of those set releases like a day before the release for Japanese sets, and then also for English sets from my English distributors here in the U.S. So we rip a lot of modern. Have ripped a little bit of vintage. I did a couple box breaks. That was one of the yearly goals that I set for myself, was to get into a couple box breaks. And I didn't want to dive into something saucy really quick. Wanted to slowly kind of work my way up. Like, you know how they say, you gotta crawl before you walk, and then you gotta walk before you run. That's kind of the approach I wanted to take with the box breaks. So I started off on the year of the dragon. We had a 3-part series team up with me, OSP, and then PTC, or part-time collector. That's another streamer on the eBayLive app. Teamed up and did a 3-part series. I took on the third part, and we did a box break of Dragons Exalted. So it auctioned off all of those packs starting at $1, and then we proceeded to rip that booster box. That was a lot of fun. Wish we had a lot more hits come out of that box. I mean, that's kind of how it goes with these things. If you do want more hits, I guess you got to go look back towards like one of the vintage sets, like, I don't know, Jungle, Fossil, something that you're guaranteed like 13 hollows, which are all considered hits at this point in time. That way 13 people can be going home happy campers. But at the same time, I feel like every time you turn on either YouTube or whatever streaming app that you're used to, there's always, I mean, it's like a jungle box every week, a fossil box every week, and then there's a base unlimited every other week. So kind of wanted to venture a little bit away from the standards that you're always seeing. And that's why I came to the decision of Dragons Exalted for that booster box break. And then for the second booster box break, we did Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Undaunted. And that was a lot of fun too. Pulled the bottom half of the Rayquaza Deoxys Legend card, and then also the Espeon Prime. Sold through half of that booster box. Of course, the auctions, wouldn't you know, decided to start bugging out 2 days before that live event. So that one was on Pokemon Day. So didn't get a chance to run the Undaunted box, all of those packs starting at $1, but I ended up just listing them as buy now, and sold through half the box on Pokemon Day, and then a few more packs the following week. So that was also a lot of fun, getting to hang out, rip Undaunted, a set that I had never ripped any of those packs up until then. So getting a chance to hang out with you guys, open that was a lot of fun on Pokemon Day. But yeah, so that's generally what I've been up to as far as the streaming aspect of my business, and then also just trying to get into other avenues, other platforms like TikTok Shop. I just implemented or started my store late 2023. I opened my TikTok Shop store and been trying to learn all the ins and outs of getting inventory uploaded to TikTok Shop. And it's been pretty good. I mean, I feel like there is a good bit of visibility for TikTok Shop if you're listing any sort of graded cards. If you have if you've been authorized for access, there's good opportunity there to get some of those bad boys sold. There have been some hiccups along the way. Some of the processes involved with selling on TikTok, but it seems like they've been pretty good about getting them resolved. Some of the speed bumps I've run into, seems like they're getting those resolved and they're headed in the right direction. So that's always a good sign. We'll see how that goes for 2023 or 2024, and I'll be keeping some updates, some spreadsheets going to just to track sales across all my different selling platforms. A lot of people ask me, they're just real curious about, I don't know, kind of like numbers, what we've been doing, what I've done on eBay the past years, what I've done with eBay Live selling as far as numbers. So I don't know, I've always been kind of hesitant to get into that because I don't want to come across as like flexing, like, hey, yo, guys, check out all the sales I got. Look at me, because that's definitely not what I'm about. Um, try to keep things more modest. But for the sake of transparency, if you guys do, if you want to know, I'll let you know. But just wanted to throw out that disclaimer that yeah, it's just for the sake of transparency. If you guys are interested in like the business aspect of running a trading card business and being an online retailer of trading cards. So yeah, I mean, I can let you guys know that if you are really curious. But so last year for the 2023 year, I can actually get it. Think I can get it posted or pulled up here on my desktop. I'll give you the desktop capture right here. So taking a look at last year, 570, almost 572,000 in sales. And it's got a little chart here. This is taken from the eBay webpage. Given a sales summary. Started out in January, and you can take a look at the data here for each month, the sales for each month. And you notice in June, that's when I started streaming on eBayLive. That's when things really took off, of course. Liquidity really increased. June, we was pretty high sales volume at 56, almost 57,000, and then kind of fell off here because that's what happens when you sell through a lot of your inventory. You don't have a whole lot of inventory to sell through for the next couple months. So I was probably recouping during July and August, and then had a couple big months to end off the year. So there you go. If you guys were interested there, that's what we had last year. Of course, I started also in June once I found out I was doing the gig with eBayLive. I at the same time I also left my full-time job and started doing this full-time. That was something that I'd slowly been chipping away at over the course of the last 3 years. So trying to give myself enough runway, enough wiggle room to once I finally decided to take this full-time, that I wouldn't be, I don't know, that I would be able to do so with the sales volume that I had in place. So that's what I did in 2023 June, after finding out that I was going to be streaming on the eBayLive platform. Just decided to go full time, and it's been it's been a great experience. I mean, so far, it'll be a year here in June. That'll be full time for a year, and it's been pretty awesome. Taking a look at the numbers that I've done both on eBay and then all the other selling platforms. I'm selling on TCG Player, Mercari. Some of you over there like, what is Mercari? Well, Mercari is a selling platform kind of like eBay. A lot of people don't really pay attention to it because it doesn't get a whole lot of eyes. But there was a time where it was. I feel like it's kind of fallen off the map here pretty recently, maybe due to like TikTok Shop taking over a good portion of the market share. But there was a while where Mercari was actually doing pretty well. I think it was 2022. I can get the numbers pulled up, but I think it was around 60,000 that I did in sales on Mercari. So not too shabby. It's a good way to move some of the sealed product, especially a lot of the some of the newer English sets. That don't necessarily move on eBay as fast as you want them to. Maybe your distributor hits you with like 300 boxes when you were expecting to get only like 100 or 150, and you wanted to move them really quickly. That ended up being a nice sales channel for me with Mercari. And now that I've moved over to the live scene and to TikTok Shop, I haven't really been selling a whole lot on Mercari since then. But it was good. It was good for a couple of years. And if ever decide to start dedicating more time to the platform, and really market that platform and get more users, more buyers into it, I'll probably start selling a good portion on there again. But until then, we're just going to go with the more efficient sales streams like eBay, and then eBay and TikTok Shop. So I've only been streaming on eBay. I did a little bit on Whatnot prior to 2023, when I was also working my full-time job, so maybe like 1 or 2 streams a week. And that was a lot of fun. Whatnot is a very good platform as far as like the live streaming platforms are concerned. I feel like Whatnot is like the most streamlined, the most has the best user interface out of all of the selling platforms, and just the efficiency of being able to run, just like you probably run like thousands of auctions. Like for these, some cards like these, you would just start at $1 and have a 10-second like sudden death. And yeah, if you have maybe all you need is like 30, 40, I would say, people, active viewers watching the stream, checking out the cards in order for it to be successful. I mean, all you really need is to chip away, get a couple bucks for each of these cards, and yeah, you're moving and grooving already. So this collection I picked up 3,100 cards, ended up being a cost basis of $2.43 per card, which is, I mean, if you're looking at the cards that we've already been through, you're probably sitting there like, wow, that is a steal. But then there's also some bulk mixed in there, like bulk. They're all not super bulky cards, but I mean bulk V's, like stuff like these bulk V's. Those are all thrown in there too, and so you have to take into consideration the fact, when you're talking about the cost basis, cost per card, you have to consider all of these bad boys as well. So these are good to run as lots. Like if you're starting an auction at $1, you'll put this one up, and then you'll put this one up, and then you'll put this one up, and be like, hey, here's a 4-for-1 special. And I mean, it's good for both of us. So I end up making a couple bucks per card, and then you as a customer, as a viewer, if you are a buyer of trading cards, you end up getting a nice deal yourself as well, and adding some cards to your collection. Or maybe you're a reseller and you're trying to pick up a bulk lot from me and then sell them one by one, or maybe grade it and flip it, sell it yourself. That would also work. So that's yeah, this is supposed to be a bulk stack, but wow, I got some rainbow rare full art trainers like the Nessa. That's that I don't consider that bulk. If you guys remember back to like 2020, late 2020 or early 2021, Vivid Voltage was going off, selling for like 240 bucks for a booster box, which is pretty crazy to think about. A lot of it was due to just the demand at the time. There was a big waifu craze going on at the time too, so a lot of the full art trainers in Vivid Voltage were, I mean, this card, I think, remember, those selling for like 34 bucks per card at the time in near mint condition on TCG Player. That one and the other full art trainers in there. So there's like Beauty, Bay, Leon, a lot of good full art trainers in there, but they were also selling pretty high. So that was one of the reasons why Vivid Voltage spiked like it did back in 2020. I don't know. I like nerding out over market data like that, just like market trends in general with the TCG, as I'm sure most of you guys do as well. That's why you're tuned into this channel here about 20 minutes in, just watching me go through cards. So that's what I've been up to as far as selling, as far as my my online trading card business. And I did mention the English distribution. So I have 2 distributors now, and I'm buying both Pokemon and then also One Piece. That's also been a big seller past year. It's only been almost a year now that One Piece has been released. But I started with Romance Dawn in 2023. That was the first set. I pre-ordered like 200 booster boxes. They ended up giving me like 90, which I was happy with. And it's been selling great ever since then. I mean, it started off just selling decent, but now I mean, One Piece sales are through the roof. Romance Dawn's going for what, like $400, $500 per booster box, which is pretty nuts. So what happened when I first started buying One Piece from my distributor was I was getting good allocations. Not a whole lot of people were getting into One Piece as sellers, so I ended up getting some pretty decent allocations to start off, and made some good profit from One Piece. Of course, now that everyone and their mom wants One Piece, now that it's taken off, it seems like every other card shop out there is tapping in. They're trying to get it from their distributor as well. And now all the rest of us that started out purchasing One Piece from the beginning, now we are getting allocated and not getting as many boxes as we saw when it first was released. We'll see how it goes. Bandai, of course, is has a pretty awesome track record of printing product into the ground, as we saw with Digimon. So we'll see. I'm very curious to see how Bandai navigates this whole One Piece thing, where we obviously have a tremendous lack of supply and a incredible demand still today. So even, I mean, every set that has been released seen a incredible demand. Each one of those booster boxes now going for over 150. Most of them are over 200. So we'll see how that plays out with Bandai. With when Digimon did the same thing, of course not to the extent of One Piece, but Digimon had its moment back in 2020. Boxes were healthy, selling for good, healthy prices. Early 2021 into 2022, really. And Bandai, they answered by printing it into the ground. So I had a bunch of pre-orders with Digimon, some of the sets that were selling well in 2021. And the pre-orders only resulted in only like 80% of my pre-order upon release. And then once Bandai decided to print all of those popular sets once again, I ended up getting stuck with a big pile of Digimon, about $30,000 worth of Digimon dumped literally on my doorstep from my distributor, and had to figure out what to do with it at that point, as boxes were selling below retail after they decided to do that reprint. So yeah, curious to see how Bandai navigates the One Piece market, whether or not they're going to pull another Digimon, and if they do, how things transpire from how things come about from a new additional reprint or print waves, because the demand for One Piece right now is just through the roof. And I feel like even if they were to dump a whole bunch of supply onto the market, well, it might not necessarily wreck the price in the same manner that it did with Digimon. So yeah, we'll see moving forward. I know that they are reprinting right now Romance Dawn. That's of course according to one of my distributors' websites. They got Romance Dawn on the way. Paramount War, Kingdoms of Intrigue. Those are the only three that I saw for reprints. Hopefully going to get me some of those booster boxes, and then a lot of the early starter decks like 1 through 6. Those they started off decent, selling decent. Of course, now that they're everybody's into the TCG, they're selling really well. A lot of those like 1 through 6, a lot of those prices are through the roof as well. So looks like there is a reprint coming with those starter decks according to my distributor's website. We'll see how big that reprint is and how things go from there. Really curious to see how Bandai really approaches that situation, but we'll find out here probably by the end of this year is what I would say. But yeah, kind of curious to see just TCGs in general, how things shape up towards the end of this year. A lot of macroeconomic changes occurring right now. Stock market is through the roof, hitting all-time highs. Crypto, of course, Bitcoin, hitting all-time highs. So I feel like that has had a little bit of an impact on what we have been seeing in the Pokemon market. There have been movements with some Sword and Shield era boxes, things like Evolving Skies. It's taken off, going through the roof. Boxes selling for over $650 per booster box now. And then come to find out a couple days ago, Fusion Strike is starting to take off as well. Booster boxes going for like upwards of over $250 per booster box. So pretty crazy to see sets like Fusion Strike go ahead and start taking off. Chilling Reign had already taken off a couple months ago, so that continues to do so. So yeah, very interesting to see these different sets start to take off from the Sword and Shield era. And yeah, curious to see if that continues, if the trend continues in some of the latter end of the Sword and Shield era, things like Brilliant Stars, Astral, Radiance, Silver Tempest, see if those follow suit. What I am under the impression of as of right now is that they will follow suit, especially being just really, really strong sets with awesome full art trainer galleries. I feel like they're going to be really popular moving forward. People looking back on the Sword and Shield era with a big, big sense of nostalgia. I feel like that will be the case moving forward and that they'll only continue to increase. But we'll see. I have been securing my positions accordingly, planning accordingly. I mean, I feel like a lot of this stuff will see significant movements in the next 1 to 2, maybe 3 years. And even if it's 3 years, the widest outlook, the longest outlook, if it's 3 years away, then that's reason enough for me to go ahead and start building my positions right now, so that, I mean, either I can have a good amount to be able to open live on stream once the prices do hit ridiculous numbers, or I don't know, just so I can to sell the boxes individually sealed and recoup some of my investment earnings. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, that's, I don't know, some of the thoughts that I've had just on the market lately with the Sword and Shield era. I don't really keep track of a whole lot of vintage booster boxes. I know base set first edition cards have been on the move. Some pretty significant increases in those lately. Of course, I don't know if they're directly correlated, but anytime the crypto market takes off, it seems like a lot of that spills over into like base first edition, some of the vintage sets. People looking to pick up some tangible investments as opposed to crypto investments, take some of their earnings and pick up, diversify it maybe into Pokemon or something else. People that do that, I don't know. It seems like a little correlation with the crypto and spilling over into like base first edition. So a couple others have mentioned that. I don't know. I thought it was an interesting observation, but it seems to check out. We'll see if it continues to do so. Whether or not the crypto continues taking off, Bitcoin, the other cryptocurrencies, whether or not they continue to take off. I am invested a little bit into Bitcoin, but not much. Just a few thousand is what my portfolio looks like. Not Bitcoins, like the net worth of my portion of one Bitcoin that I own. It's very, very minimal. Just something speculative that I did back in, I think I was watching a Rudy video like 2 years ago, and he was like, just buy something. Just the state of the market. Crypto was at like 14K or something. And Rudy was shouting at us to just buy something for if we are investors. And so I did, and it ended up working out. Shout out Rudy Alpha Investments. Appreciate you, brother, with the good insight. And now my portfolio has tripled on the crypto front. And if you're taking cards into consideration, well, that's a whole different ball game. I mean, inventory for cards doesn't really, that's my business inventory, so they're two separate entities. I got my personal property, and then the business entity is a completely separate deal. I have an LLC, and that's how I've done my dealings with business and investments as far as personal. So yeah, lot more cards to go through here from this collection. What are these? The McDonald's promos. But oh man, nice Chari. Yeah, just wanted to give you guys a little idea, a little insight of what I've got going on my side of the hobby. If you are interested in any of these cards, if something has caught your glance and you are interested, be sure to join us on weeknights. We do normally stream starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard. We'll start off with the live auction starting at $1. And then after the auctions come to an end, we'll do pack rips. So if you're looking to get in on the newest set, which is going to be Temporal Forces, I do have a good amount of Temporal Forces coming in here. That should be here on Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. Of course, you've probably already seen a lot of people busting boxes open, ripping live on stream as early as like this past week, which is pretty crazy. I don't know how they get that sort of early access. I mean, if you have an LGS, you get it super, super early for pre-release and stuff like that. But not even LGS, like a lot of these streamers are having access to this product really, really early. And they're running it on live stream. And yeah, that is, I mean, if that's you, then that is you. You do you. I've been waiting till the release date on all of the products up until now, just to make sure I'm in compliance with the policies set forth by Pokemon Company, just to make sure I don't ever get my rights as a store revoked, the rights to purchase product from licensed distributors that work with the Pokemon Company. So yeah, that's we'll be starting on Temporal Forces on Friday. That's the release date, and it's looking to be a pretty strong set. So if you guys have been around hanging out with us ripping packs on stream, we've been ripping a lot of Wild Force and Cyber Judge. Those are the two latest Japanese sets that are going to make up our Temporal Forces. And it's looking pretty strong. There's some good full art ARs coming out of both Cyber Judge and Wild Force. There's some good SARs, which are special art rares. So both all the legendary dogs, Suicune, Raikou, and Entei, all of their Paradox forms are featured as full art SARs in Cyber Judge and Wild Force. And they will be, hopefully, I haven't spoiled it yet, the set, like taking a look at all the cards from Temporal Forces, but I'm assuming they're all going to be included in Temporal Forces as well. A lot of nice full art trainers. So Bianca's Serenity, that was one that came out of Cyber Judge. That was a saucy one. Of course, the Japanese full art trainers seem to carry a little bit more value than the American versions do. Guess their waifu market is a little bit hotter over there in Japan. But yeah, that's just how it goes. Not sure whether that card will be as in demand for the Temporal Forces release, but we'll see. Speaking of full art trainers, what is that? Milo, haven't seen that one in a while. Early Sword and Shield era, I believe that one. A lot of cool full arts, a lot of cool Sword and Shield era hits coming out of here. Darkness Ablaze with that Crobat V. And then yeah, that's pretty much a good portion of the vintage. There's a lot more modern we got going on here. And then I guess there's some more vintage cards here as well that I haven't gotten a chance to get into. We already saw quite a few of these primes. I guess here is some more E-series, Delta species, a lot of Delta species, a lot of reverse hollows, and then just like really unique stuff like a Cracked Ice Hitmonlee. Probably was from like a theme deck from Heart Soul Silver era. But Hitmonchan, Cracked Ice, Giratina, awesome artwork there. A lot of cool stuff like this. Nice Sugimori Machamp, Donphan Prime. A lot of Delta species like you saw right there. But very nice Arita artwork on Slay King, just chilling out max. Big chilling right there. So if you guys see any of these that you like, yeah, be sure to join us. All of them starting at $1. On weeknights, eBayLive stream. We here at Weedle's Warehouse would love to have you. Come hang out. It's a really awesome community of individuals, of collectors there that join us, the regulars that come in for the lives. A lot of really cool, really fun people that I have come to really enjoy hanging out with. And I really look forward to doing that. It's one of the best parts about my job is getting to go live and hang out with some really awesome people, spend some time with them, just nerd out on some of the cards like we're doing now, and add to their collection in any way that I can. Help them reach some of their collecting goals if that's what they're doing, or if they're just there to hang out, to kill time, and to chill, then that is also okay. So yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of fun. That's one of the things that that keeps me going as a streamer, because it can get kind of monotonous at times. Kind of feel like you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. So that's why it's always good to try to do my best to keep things refreshing as far as like inventory goes, and then with the live stream in general, always looking for like new ideas to add to the live streams, so we can keep a nice variation of content coming your way. So I do intend on keeping the YouTube, the uploads. I do intend on bringing you more consistent content. Gonna try and give you like a little snapshot into what I got going on my side of the business, of the hobby as a collector. Probably do some binder videos as well. Some of you guys are like shuddering, shaking in your boots now that I said binders. Like, ooh, I don't know about that, Weedle. I'm not a collector myself. Well, I am a collector. I love this stuff. I love these cards, and I love sitting down and putting just organizing binders, putting cards inside binders. It's very, very soothing, very therapeutic for myself. Kind of helps me wind things down. So yeah, that is what I am into personally. But that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at that collection there. And yeah, hope to see you guys on some of the live events that I got coming up. Of course, I'm recording this on a Saturday. I normally stream on Sunday nights starting at 9 p.m. Eastern, and then on Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern and Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern. But we might be adding some more streams to it just because we have a this big collection right here to get through. I'll be selling a lot more of that, so I'll probably be adding some more frequent streams. So yeah, be sure to I'll keep you posted. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, same name that you see here, Weedles_warehouse. I always try and keep you posted with a link to the live stream with my stories. Once we go live, you can click on that link and that'll take you directly to the eBay stream. So yeah, there you have it. That's how to find me. That's where I will be. Hope to catch you guys either in the eBay Live or here on YouTube. But appreciate all you guys tuning in. Thank you all so much. I will catch you on the next one. Peace.